First, I want to thank the Chamber for asking me to join you again this year to present the state of our city. As I stand before you today, the state of the city of Longview is good. Each year during this luncheon, we discuss recent accomplishments, pressing challenges, and the goals for the future. Historically, you've listened as mayors give his take on what is going well and what the future may hold. My first mayoral address in 2015 was all about statistics. Last year, if you were present, you may remember that the talk focused on individuals in the Longview community who are doing amazing things and volunteering their time to make Longview better. This year, I want to talk about another driving force that is shaping Longview's future: businesses and local industry. From entrepreneurs to large corporations, the success of our community directly correlates to the success of our businesses. When our business environment is thriving, the benefits ripple throughout Longview. Therefore, I believe that it is my goal as mayor to provide city regulations and services that best foster a positive environment for businesses to thrive for the good of the whole community. The success of businesses is the success of our community. So today, allow me to focus on you and why your work here in Longview is so very important. I want to talk about the state of the city through the lens of businesses today and organizations that provide jobs and drive Longview's economic engine. To do that, I thought we could highlight some of the businesses that are here in this room today, because you guys are the ones that have the most to gain and the most to lose. So if you will indulge me, I'm going to do something a little bit different this year. I'm going to deliver the state of our city in a completely different manner. I'm going to leave the comfort of this podium and walk around the room, and I'm going to talk about the successes of the many organizations represented here today. My goal is to celebrate the success in this room and the Longview community. We're going to see how this is going to work. First off, who thinks I'm crazy for doing this? I'm the first one to admit it. Okay, before I get started, could I please ask you your placards that are on the table, please put them up so that I can see them as I walk around, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. I know they're kind of annoying, but they do serve a purpose today. Let's start with Aon Coil Products. Sam Neal, president. Aon is engaged in the engineering, manufacturing, marketing, and sale of air conditioning and heating equipment consisting of standard, semi-custom, custom rooftop units, chillers, packaged outdoor mechanical rooms, air hauling units, makeup air units, air energy recovery units. You get the point? Anything in the air conditioning business, these guys do it, and they do it so well. Aon has 350 employees, and their sales are up 50% from 2017 over 2016. So thank you to Aon Coil for all that you do for Longview. Nucor Steel, Bryson Trumbull, plant manager. Nucor acquired the Joy Global Steel Mill in 2016, and they have invested nearly $10 million into the plant this year. Expanding their facility, they have increased their hiring from 130 last year, and they plan to have over 200 employees by the end of the year. One of the only, if not the only, mill anywhere that has large steel plate capacity. They purchase 6,000 tons of scrap metal per month, but they're aiming at reaching 15,000 tons per month when the plant reaches full capacity. 2 furnaces will be in the building that can handle 28 tons of scrap at one time, meeting the melting at 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Nucor, y'all rock. Also at this table, we have the Chamber of Commerce represented, and I want to congratulate Richard Manley and Kelly Hall. I don't see Kelly here today. Is Kelly here? Okay, Kelly, wherever you are, thank you. I know you're here somewhere. The Chamber's strategic plan is REACH, redevelopment, education, advocacy, collaboration, and health. The Chamber of Commerce believes its partnership and relationships and its efforts towards increasing collaboration between the Chamber, LeadCo, City of Longview, the county. The Chamber is partnering with every entity that they can to help drive Longview's economic engine. And my hat off to the Chamber of Commerce and all of you who belong to the Chamber of Commerce. It's a great organization to be a part of because it's the business entity that serves our community, and I really appreciate all the Chamber's doing. Johnson & Pace. Wade Johnson. Wade's busy today, right? Laney, nice of you to be here. Scott, good to see you all. This is one of the industry's premier engineering, architectural, and surveying firms in our area. They headquartered in Longview with offices in College Station and in Bossier City. They have more than 70 employees in various specialties from engineering to architecture. One example of some of the work they do all over the region, Johnson & Pace this year provided the land development, civil engineering, architecture, structural engineering, industrial engineering, roadway engineering. Once again, engineering, engineering, engineering. These guys can do it all. On a $350 million project in Corrigan, Texas. Even though that's not in Longview, they had to hire additional people in Longview to meet the demands of their businesses outside. So Johnson & Pace is a wonderful organization that really supports our community. I've known Wade since 1995 when Wade and I partnered together with the development in Longview. And he's also the past president of the Chamber of Commerce, so we thank Wade for all the things he does in this community and helps our community along with Johnson & Pace. They support every entity that we do. Y'all are just fantastic. Thank you so much. Austin Bank. Kent Bryson, Natalie Lynch, Dan Droege, Jim Wallace, the whole group. Y'all are amazing. Originally chartered in 1900. For 4 generations, the Austin family has worked to maintain a bank with financial stability and trust to be able to contribute to the growth and prosperity of local communities. It has a rich heritage in community service. They have awarded more than 350 scholarships across our community, and that's so important when they're dealing with the lives of youth and helping people to gain their education. They put their money where their mouth is, and I appreciate Austin Bank. They have 32 banking locations in 23 cities and 11 counties. Did you get that? 32, 23, and 11. That's a lot of stuff going on. Their headquarters in Jacksonville. They began operations in Longview in 1984. The Longview Austin Bank offices hold the greatest percentage of Austin Bank employees with many operation departments and that are housed there. Natalie was selected as one of Longview Chamber's emerging leaders in 2014, which is clearly an excellent choice. She also continues to serve in the Longview community in many ways, including our Longview Economic Development Board of Directors, and I appreciate Natalie's service. They are named as one of the best companies to work for in Texas for 9 straight years. Thank you, Austin Bank. Southside Bank. Terry Timmons, Leah Joseph, Mel, good to see you all here. Thank you all so much for being here. Southside Bank was opened in 1960 and headquartered in Tyler, Texas. Southside recently announced the acquisition of First Bank and Trust of East Texas. Once completed, the combined company will have approximately $7 billion with a B in assets and an even greater presence in the Longview area. They offer a full range of financial services for our area. Thank you so much, Southside Bank. Are y'all learning anything yet? Because I learned a lot doing this. Copeland Insurance Group, Mel Copeland, president. Dana Parr, Ryan Perez, good to see you all here. Mel Copeland started the insurance career in 1962 in Amarillo, Texas, and moved to Longview in 1966, where he started the Copeland Insurance Group. A focus on the Medicare market has resulted in a 30% annual growth. Today, the company has grown over 150 employees and represents 90 plus companies and has over 28,000 agents nationwide. Copeland Insurance Group is among the top 5 high-selling agencies for most of the major insurance carriers. And I beg you to deter me on this. There's no better dressed man in Longview than Mel Copeland at any point in time. Barksdale Federal Credit Union, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Patrick Galat, CEO, Jan Stafford, Branch Manager, Melissa Couch, Vice President of Business Development. Originally founded in 1954, Barksdale Federal was originally established to serve military and civilian personnel at Barksdale Air Force Base in Bossier City. They have grown over the years to serve over 1,000 companies, associations, and church ministries across Louisiana. Barksdale Federal recently joined with the Amoco East Texas Federal Credit Union, location on Pine Tree Road in Longview on July the 1st. Barksdale is making preparations to expand services in the Longview area and are looking forward to the new locations off of Loop 281 at the corner of Airline and Skyline. Once again, welcome to Longview. We appreciate you being here. I'm going to scoot around this way. There's little yellow dots if you see where they are supposed to stand there. That's how they don't trust me at all. They put a dot. And if I'm not in the right spot, somebody's been going, move this way. So these cameras around here, why do they want to do that? Texas Bank and Trust. What an institution. Rogers Pope, Chairman of the Board. Rogers Pope Jr., Vice Chairman, CEO. Kevin Hood, President and Chief Operating Officer. Jay Mitchell, I see Jay over there. Bernita Sanders, Jennifer Harris, Karen Partee, John Cromer. The list goes on and on. The bank, which was founded on the principle of integrity, professional excellence, and corporate responsibility, will celebrate their 60th anniversary in 2018. They have over $2.3 billion, once again with a B, in deposits and is one of the strongest independent financial institutions in the state. They have 21 full-service locations across East Texas. They have a Bauer Financial National 5-star rating for strength and security. They're named as one of the 100 best companies to work for in East Texas for 5 years in a row. Texas Bank and Trust, you're always there for us. Thank you so much. Longview Regional Medical Center, Casey Robertson, CEO. Libby Bryson, Anthony Brooks, Elizabeth Baumgardner, all of you all. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate everyone being here. Cindy. Okay, did y'all know Casey's a homegrowner? Did y'all know that? Grown in Longview, went to school in Longview, went off, came back. We appreciate you, Casey, for being here. Longview Medical Center, Regional Medical Center continues to make advancements in available medical services. A few years ago, LRMC completed, renovated, and expanded their facility, which now offers 230 beds with over 180 physicians and healthcare professionals. Longview Regional Medical Center is nationally recognized for their chest pain and stroke care and offers multi-specialty clinical expertise. They have recently added a neonatal intensive care unit and was the first hospital in East Texas to offer a high-field open MRI system that is more open and comfortable for patients. Each year, Longview Regional does so many things for our community. They host things, they host service fairs, they host events, they take care of the people in Longview. They do things for those that have already sacrificed. They had a luncheon this year for those that went down and helped in the Harvey situation, for our police, fire, EMS, SWEPCO, AEP, our city employees, all the ones that helped after the storm. Longview Regional Hospital always steps up to the call. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Not really a newbie, but Christus Good Shepherd. Welcome to our area tonight. You all know Good Shepherd was acquired by Christus not too long ago. Todd Hancock's the president CEO. He's out of town, I'm understanding, correct? Orrin Farrell, vice president. Carrie Pickering is here. Jason Adams. Shelly Johnson, vice president of operations. In February 2017, Good Shepherd Health System became Christus Good Shepherd Health System after joining the Christus Health, an international Catholic faith-based not-for-profit health system with more than 60 hospitals and long-term care facilities. In March of 2010, Christus Good Shepherd, Longview partnered with the University of Texas Health Northwest to establish a 3-year internal medicine residency program. The program has since attracted thousands of applicants from more than 35 medical schools from across the nation and around the world. To date, 54 residents have participated and graduated from the Christus Good Shepherd Internal Medicine program. I've had the honor to be able to give the commencement address at their graduation. Dr. Eloisi and the program, they really do well for Longview. And a lot of these kids that, I say kids because of my age now, a lot of these kids that graduate from their residency program stay in Longview and practice medicine. So we're so fortunate to have that program and Christus Good Shepherd as part of our family. Thank you all so much. Network Communications. Tony Cason, president. Ron Hutchinson, vice president. I see Ryan Perez was here. Ryan, you want to dress like Mr. Copeland, huh? I don't blame you, buddy. Okay. Network is headquartered in downtown Longview. They provide phone, high-speed internet, and telecommunication services in East Texas and Northeast Louisiana. They've recently been making a major expansion in their services in the Shreveport area. Network Communications has funded a video produced by Tammy Cromer that helps shed the light on individuals dealing with homelessness in our community, which you all know is a big thing that we've been working on, and I appreciate Network Communications always stepping up to the plate and doing what's right for our community. Thank you guys so much. Follow the yellow brick dot. There's my next one. LeadCo. Wayne Mansfield, president. Peggy Vaughn. Connor Cupid, Natalie Lynch, Randy Peters, Ray Wade, Claire Henry, DJ Nelson, John Martin, Frank Edwards, and Keith Honey. That's our slate of board members for LeadCo. LeadCo continues to make progress in recruiting and helping develop industry in our community. In January, they announced over 200 jobs coming to Longview as part of the Customer Service Center for Total Card. They're constantly seeking and searching for opportunities to bring new jobs to Longview. Since January, they've continued to really improve their requests for information they receive from companies considering Longview, but more importantly, they've also seen an increase in the follow-up interests. LeadCo is working to diversify the job base, and they're upgrading their strategic plan. They're seeking to be more proactive in approaching and generating leads. I also want to commend Wayne Mansfield for his relationship with the European American Investment Council, which resulted in people from Germany coming over here to look to invest in our community in the future and across East Texas. They have provided over 900 jobs since this board took office 2 years ago and when Wayne's been on board. Thank you all so much for all you do for Longview. Linebarger attorneys, Kevin Chester, Stacy Killingsworth, Jim Lamberth. Linebarger, Grogan, Blair, and Simpson LLP is a national law firm practice dedicated to the collection of delinquent accounts receivables for government with over 40 years of experience. Among other things, Linebarger's local office administers property tax sales for the city, county, and the school districts. They provide a great service for us and for the areas around us, and we really appreciate Linebarger. Also, Stacy is a member of Legacy Longview with me, and I appreciate her involvement in our community as well. Thank you, Linebarger Associates. Y'all having fun yet? Yeah, absolutely. Y'all as warm as I am? Yeah. Really? Okay. Curtis Blakely and Company. Blake Lackey, President and Shareholder. Partners, Curtis Blakely, Rose Blakely, Dirk Cameron, Debbie Broyles, Daryl Spence, Charles Albert, Keith Pfeiffer. Began operations 40 years ago in 1977. Curtis Blakely and Company provides tax accounting, attestations, and consulting services to a wide variety of companies and individuals in Longview throughout the state of Texas and in a number of other states. The founder, Curtis Blakely, began auditing and consulting telephone companies in 1959. What started as a one telephone client has now grown into over 28 telecommunication clients. Curtis Blakely also provides audit services to a number of nonprofit organizations, water utilities, and other entities. They're one of the large accounting firms in Longview and an industry leader providing a wide range of services to individuals, partnerships, corporations, trusts, and estates. The tax services include federal tax planning preparation, representation, estate taxation, as well as state taxation consultations and preparations. I've known Blake for many years. His daughter Paige and my son Luke have always been close friends, and I appreciate Curtis Blakely and all the involvement they have in our community. Thank you all so much. Texana Bank. Terry Hodge and Kim Anderson, branch managers. Joanna Hodges, loan officer. Ricardo Beza. Did I just kill that one? Was that okay? Okay, sorry. Assistant Vice President Loan Officer. They were organized in Linden in 1914. They now have 4 offices throughout Texas and 1 in Arkansas. They've been very active in the Longview area since opening here 11 years ago. They have supported many organizations financially and through volunteer services in Longview. They benefit from a knowledgeable team whose quick decisions help achieve their goals. We appreciate Texana Bank for being in Longview. Thank you all so much. Yeah, I knew that. I just couldn't find that yellow dot. Did y'all see that look on my face? Republic Services, Gene Keenan, Management Government Affairs. Not one of y'all work at Republic Services. Not one. I want to see y'all out at Republic Services, okay? This is great. One, okay, one. That's all right. I got it. Glad you're here. Okay. They provide commercial solid waste pickup and disposal services in Longview. Y'all ever seen Bill Stout in a disposal truck? Really? I haven't. Okay. They contract the city of Longview for landfill disposal. This is very interesting. 33,000 employees nationwide operate 60 recycling centers while serving more than 2,700 municipalities and communities across the nation. Republic has over 225 employees in the Northeast Texas area. They actively give back to communities where they serve through charitable giving that supports local efforts to improve East Texas. Here you go right here. This is really interesting. They just opened up a landfill gas to energy facility at the landfill, which will generate 400 million cubic feet of renewable natural gas per year. It pulls methane gas from the landfill, and that gas is then put into a pipeline to sell. The city of Longview has been putting trash in the landfill for many years. Now that's being recaptured and sold as usable gas as green credits to California. This is the 7th plant built in Texas, which moves Texas past Ohio and Pennsylvania for the #1 spot for the nation for renewable gas generation. Now, Gene's not here, right? Okay, Gene, how about it? Did y'all know Gene loves solid waste so much he has a tattoo that says "Don't mess with Texas" on his arm? We'll see that later. Good to see you, Gene. Regions Bank, Chad Carlisle. No, Cargyle, I'm sorry. Kim Talaferro. Regions Bank is a Fortune 500 company based in Alabama with branches throughout the South, Midwest, and Texas. Regions Financial Corporation, the NYSCRF, with $125 billion in assets, is a member of the S&P 500 index, is one of the nation's largest full-service providers for consumer and commercial banking, wealth management, mortgage, and insurance products and services. Regions Bank operates approximately 1,500 bank offices and 1,900 ATMs. Regions Bank, thank you so much. Chad, appreciate you. Okay, I'm kind of supposed to move around. They may get onto me here, but that's the way it goes. Junior League of Longview, Melanie Northcutt Crocker, Jessica, Aaron, Kelsey, thank you all for being here, all of you all. They're celebrating the 78th year of women committed to promoting volunteerism. I know I'm way off my mark, but it's okay. You guys will be all right. The Junior League of Longview has kicked off their 78th year of full swing with 170 active and provisional members excited and ready to work. In August, the Junior League hosted the school supply train, giving away 2,500 backpacks filled with school supplies to area children. Since the program began in 1993, the league has provided for over 62,000 children in our area. Did y'all grasp that? I'm not sorry, my back's to y'all, but my floor is to you all. I want to tell you, they provide a service to children that will go to school with no backpack. And in those backpacks, they have things that those kids need to get them through the school year. Junior League does so many good things for kids that don't get recognized, and I appreciate y'all's commitment to our community. Thank you all so much. Besides that, they do the Bargain Box, Little Black Dress Initiative, Kids in the Kitchen, aimed at teaching kids and parents to become healthier, Junior League Charity Ball, Helping Hands, Read as One, Skills for Success, and Done in a Day. They do a lot of things for Longview. Thank you all so much. Eastman Chemical Company, Craig Schmidt and Pat Britton. They announced this summer that they have seen double-digit earning growth this year. Eastman's Longview site was established back in who knows what day? 52, you were right on it. Thank you, 1952. Excellent. As I look back here, I see some of you also that are here, and I appreciate you. Dean Moscoviak, Encore Multimedia, thank you for all that you do for Longview. Our jeweler right here, always the man. Appreciate you so much, Jim. Good to see all of y'all here. I appreciate y'all being here. City of Longview staff and employees back here. Thank you all for being here and taking the time to come and join this lunch today. Community Health Corps. Inman White. Inman's not here today. Okay, tell Inman hello for me. Glenn Crane, Miss Crane are here. Community Health Corps has been providing the East Texas area with a wide range of mental health and wellness services since 1970. Mental health services are available for adults, children, teenagers, and families. Through their Youth Mental Health First Aid program, Community Health Corps is providing training and teachers to school employees so they can help identify the warning signs of mental health problems in adolescents and young adults. The goal is to help more youth through early intervention and help someone in a crisis find the help that they need. And Inman served on our homeless task force this year, and I really appreciate his dedication and time and effort he put towards that task force. And Community Health Corps, thank you for what you do for those that need it the most. Thank you all so much. I'm probably supposed to be back on this one over here again. They'll get over it. Komatsu, Rod Bull. I just met Rod. Great to have you all here. Don Flournoy, Peter Bradley, Gavin, good to see you all. Komatsu acquired the manufacturing side of Joy Global in April of 2017 and planned to grow the business as part of the expanding focus on mining. The company is retaining the P&H, the Joy, and the Montebert brand names that were part of the Joy Global's offerings. Komatsu is the world's second largest mining and construction equipment maker and more than 57,000 international employees. The largest front-end loaders in the world are built here in Longview, Texas. The tires are 60 inches in diameter. The bucket capacity is up to 53 yards, which is 2 to 4 times that of an average dump. Oh, I thought I was done. 2 to 4 times more than the average dump truck. They're working on plans for a multi-million-dollar expansion at the Longview facility. Dan Flournoy and I have at least one thing in common. We both love to hunt. Dan loves duck hunting. My friends at Lead Coast say Dan is one of the go-to people in the Longview area when it comes to any question related to human resources. So we appreciate you guys and what Komatsu is doing for our community. And welcome. Excel ER, Dr. Stand Up Church, Dr. John DePasquale, Dr. Jeff McWilliams, Dr. Joey Sutton, Holly Hester, Latricia Malone. Freestanding emergency rooms that are now open 24/7 and no wait times where patients could receive immediate care from skilled physicians and nurses. They have advanced technologies including EKG, CT scans, digital x-rays, ultrasound, and more. They were brought to Longview by Leading Edge Medical Associates, an independent group of local emergency medicine physicians who have been serving our community for over 22 years. They have locations in Longview, Nacogdoches, and Texarkana. We appreciate Excel ER and the service you all provide to our community. Someone can get services anytime, day or night. We thank you all so much. Appreciate you. Pine Tree ISD, Dr. Farler, welcome. Good to see you again. Mary Whitten, Dia Hill, Melissa Gonzalez, I can't read my writing, Tony Hollins. Pine Tree ISD has established the STEAM academies at Birch and Parkway elementary campuses. STEAM is the acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math. The project-based learning allows for innovations in the classroom. Pine Tree ISD now offers the AP Capstone Diploma Program. Participating students are required to complete 6 total AP courses, including the AP Seminar and the AP Research courses. Pine Tree ISD has partnered with Kilgore College, Turner University, and Texas State Technical Institute to offer 25 dual credit courses. The Pine Tree campus high school career and technology education program provides students with job-ready training with 21 teachers, 70 courses offered, and 21 industry certifications. Pine Tree ISD's Texas Alliance for Minorities in Engineering is the only chapter in East Texas. Pine Tree does so much for our students. Y'all take care of our young individuals that will be the future leaders of this community. Will be sitting here one day. We thank you for what you do. Did y'all know Dr. Farler loves water and even taught lifeguard certification for 8 years? She was a junior high and high school cheerleader. She was the first in her large family to earn a 4-year degree and then went on to receive her master's and doctorate. Thank you, Dr. Farler. R. Lacey, the Crane family, Meredith Todd, Brent Haas, Richard Kilby. R. Lacey was founded in 1930 and incorporated in 1946 by East Texas wildcatter and entrepreneur Rogers Lacey. Today, the company is a third-generation, family-owned, privately held oil and gas exploration and production company with its core operation acreage located in Panola County's Carthage Field. R. Lacey has ownership of more than 2,000 wells scattered across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Colorado, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Alabama. The company currently operates more than 250 wells and owns and operates more than 1,500 miles of pipeline. R. Lacey has offices in Houston, Carthage, and Longview, with its corporate headquarters located in downtown Longview. In 2015, construction began on a 26,000 square foot addition to the Longview office. Construction should be complete by the end of this year. The company has increased its technical staff in recent years and looks forward to its growth opportunities in Longview. As owners of the company, the Crane family continue to support the Longview community not just through the expansion of the R. Lacey offices, but also through the family's generous involvement in numerous philanthropic endeavors. We look forward to the opening of the building. It's gorgeous. It's going to be a great addition to downtown Longview. Thank you for all that y'all do for Longview. Thank you, R. Lacey. Longview ISD. James Wilcox, not with us, but Beth Bassett, my 10th grade English teacher, is with us, and she's making sure that I do this very correctly because she still grades me every time I do something. She's always giving me a grade. I'm above the B now, I think. Longview ISD schools earned 37 total distinctions in accountability ratings according to the Texas Education Agency, increased from the 30 distinctions earned a year ago. LISD trustees were named 2017 Region 7 Outstanding School Board Award for outstanding commitment to students and the community. They just opened a brand new state-of-the-art Montessori campus for pre-K and kindergarten. Let me say something about that Montessori campus. That's going to give every kid a chance for a good education, and I take my hat off to them. It's a huge leap of faith, a huge expense, but as I said earlier, if it makes the difference in one life, one child, then we win in Longview. So thank you, LISD. It's one of the only districts in the state to offer rigorous international baccalaureate program at every grade level with over 1,300 students enrolled. For the 5th straight year, Longview ISD has received the Texas Comptroller's highest honor for financial transparency, earning the Transparency Star Award in debt obligations for Texas Comptroller. Thank you, LISD. LeTourneau University, Dean Lunsford. I was supposed to be over there because I had an echo. Sorry, Sean. You told me and I forgot. Oh, well, we're okay. Dean Lunsford, Steve Mason, Mike Van Brocklin, Founded in 1946 by inventor R.G. Letourneau on the site of the former Army Hospital, Letourneau is the premier Christian polytechnic university in the nation. Dual credit programs extend with 30-plus high schools. These high school students then receive an incredible discount if they choose to go to Letourneau for college. Letourneau's fall 2017 enrollment is 3,003, an increase of over 10% compared to the fall of 2016. Letourneau has long been known for their engineering and aviation programs, but the school has programs across multiple disciplines and was recently granted accreditation for its new baccalaureate degree in nursing. I've been able to speak at Letourneau a couple of times. I spoke to over 200 students last year, and I look forward to speaking at chapel in the spring. And Letourneau is the gem of our community, and we sometimes forget about that. Melanie is here. Melanie, I don't know if y'all ever heard Melanie sing? I'm just telling you, Melanie can sing. She sings at our church. It's amazing. But Letourneau University, y'all are a pillar of the community. We thank you for what you do. Thanks for being in Longview. Citizens National Bank, Brad Tidwell. Where is Brad? He's in Austin. I have so much to make fun of Brad about. Brad and I went to high school together. He's a year younger than me, but we still had a lot to talk about. Chapin Miller, Mike Northcutt, Greg Colquitt, Katrina Hooks, sorry about that. An independent community bank and full-service financial institution offering retail and commercial banking, wealth management, and insurance. Under Brad's leadership since 2008, the bank has grown from $700 million in assets to over $1.8 billion with a B, and 28 locations in East and Central Texas. Citizens National Bank has over 400 employees, and we're honored to be recognized as one of the best companies to work for in Texas in 2015 and 2016. They have 6 offices in Gregg County, over 100 jobs in this market alone. Over the past few years, Citizens National Bank has made a major investment in their downtown Longview locations. The office has been making major expansions throughout the region. And also, Brad's a rock enthusiast. If y'all want to know that, ask him about his rock enthusiasm. Henry and Peters, right up front. Rodney Overman, Jim Bird. Founded in 1929 by Lester Henry, his brother-in-law, Robert K. Peters, joined him in 1936 following the start of the East Texas oil boom. Henry Peters has done the audit work for the City of Longview for the last several years, and they have done an amazing job of working alongside us to ensure the City of Longview is maintaining best financial practices, which is so important in city government. They merged with Jim Newman & Associates in 2017 and Jim Bird, CPA, in 2015. They have offices in Tyler and Longview. Henry and Peters are dedicated to providing a positive work environment and promoting community involvement. Their community involvement and they currently support the following organizations through volunteering: Longview Chamber of Commerce, Longview Rotary Club, Zonta Club, Longview Ballet Theater, Miracle League of East Texas, Globe Scholars, Longview World of Wonders, Greater Longview United Way, Promised Land Ministries, Junior Achievement, and East Texas Council on Drug and Alcohol Abuse. Henry Peters was named Small Business of the Year in 2016 by the Longview Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Henry Peters, for all that you do for our community. East Texas Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Associates. I don't need a card for this one. This is our organization. My partner, Chris Johnson. Chris has been with me for a little over 3 years now, and has really added to our business. This practice was established back in 1982 by Jay Gordon, and then David Havercorn joined the practice, and they both have since retired. Chris and I are now run the practice, and we are so thankful to be in the Longview area to provide services for this community. We have a bunch of employees, and we really appreciate our staff and the citizens of Longview for supporting us, because we try to do what we can to support the community back in return. So we appreciate all you do for us, and thanks for Chris for being here. Chris is what allows me to do this, because he takes care of the office when I'm not there. Thank you, Chris Johnson. I'm going to scoot right back over here a second. City of Longview, David Willard. This is the man. David would just announce his plans to retire last week, and he's led this city since 2007. I believe he's done a magnificent job. If you agree with me, raise your hand. Thank you very much. It's unanimous, David, by the way. It's kind of like our council decisions. Especially during difficult financial times we've had over the last few years, David has provided leadership and guidance for our community through budgetary processes, through guidance with each staff, each division, each department. He's done a magnificent job. I've tried to convince him not to retire, but it's all been in vain. So we can only wish David well in his retirement, know that you've done a phenomenal job with our community, and we will never forget the job you've done for us, David. Thank you so much. But remember this about David Willard. As a leader, you aren't judged solely on tasks you have completed, but by the effectiveness of other leaders you have developed throughout the organization. And everyone under David's leadership has grown and prospered to where I think we have the absolute best city staff in every department across the state of Texas. So I appreciate David Willard and all that he's done for our community. Thank you, David. Get a little cooler up here. What did y'all think? Did you learn something? Well, I'm not quite through, but I'm almost through. We're going to be out here before 1 o'clock, I guarantee you. I want to continue to speak on a few things about the city of Longview. We have a strong financial position despite low sales tax returns and a flat property tax revenue. All the city's departments are to be commended for making necessary cuts to reduce budgets while limiting the impact on city services. The Longview Police Department is fully staffed now. And because of that, we're beginning to see the impact on additional effort and teamwork with our county, state, and federal resources. The overall crime rate is down more than 20% from January to July as compared to the same period last year, and violent crimes are down approximately 22%. The Longview PD has been engaged with the FBI and Safe Streets programs focused on violent gangs, crimes of violence, and apprehension of violent fugitives. The police department also hosted the first 2 teen police academies in department history, giving over 50 teenagers the opportunity to learn about the police department and how to become an officer. This is in addition to the ongoing Citizens Police Academy offered in both English and Spanish. I also want to commend our Longview Fire Department for the excellent service they provide to not just the Longview area, but to also their response to emergencies whenever and wherever they are. Chief Steelman, he's the first one to send our guys out to help others, and we can't thank you enough for representing Longview every way you do and every way that you have. I get so many emails from mayors across the state saying thank you for sending your guys. They're so professional, they're so knowledgeable, they're so wonderful to be around, and I appreciate Chief Steelman for encouraging that with our fire department. You're really a great guy, Chief. I appreciate you. I also want to thank our mayor's homelessness task force for their work this year. I mentioned it earlier. They have helped identify a number of projects that were deemed viable for our city to reduce the homeless population. Now, in an effort to fund these projects, the idea of a Go Giver Gala has been born. 100% of the profits of this Go Giver Gala will be given back towards this homeless task force initiative. This will be in January, on January the 6th at 7 p.m. At Mod Cobb. There will be funding packages for any that you would like to sponsor. We would love to have you sponsor this event because once again, 100% of the revenues come back to the City of Longview to fund these initiatives. And these initiatives are very important. Listen to this. We're going to start with a work program that's designed to provide an opportunity for homeless individuals to work, to earn a living, receive mentoring, clothes, and food. We're going to modify our park benches. They'll make them more conducive for people to sit on but not sleep on. We're going to have a homeless outreach team that is staffed by 2 police officers entirely dedicated to being advocates for the homeless population, helping them to stand up and get a hand up rather than a hand out. We're going to have annual and semi-annual service fairs in which the homeless organizations in town come together to provide services and help in one location to those in our homeless population. We're making progress on the comprehensive plan. The Comprehensive Plan Advisory Committee consists of 2 appointees from each council district, and they are led by Councilwomen Kristen Hishihara and Kasia Williams. The committee is currently prioritizing the remaining large projects and determining possible funding. It's very important that we continue to march forward with these initiatives and find the funding to make these dreams a reality. Here are just a few things we've already begun to make progress on. We've put together small area plans for the redevelopment of downtown and the I-20 corridor. These documents have helped us as city and LeadCo. The staff have met with developers interested in investing in these areas. I want to thank LeadCo for their funding effort to help support these 2 initiatives that were very important for our future going forward. We're also looking at the possibility of creating what we call tiers, tax increment reinvestment zones in these areas that will help investors come in and receive incentives to put things in these areas where we need to have growth and development in our community. We're expanding our trail system. And LeadCo should also be thanked for their effort in helping fund quality of life projects such as the Guthrie Trail Extension, which will be complete, which when complete will connect 10 miles of continuous trails from Cargill to Paul Borman. This helps both quality of life issues in Longview, and it also helps economic opportunities that could come up upon this trail system, as we have 10 miles of trail throughout our community. So I appreciate LeadCo for stepping up and really going to bat for City of Longview and quality of life. They deserve a hand for that. We've adopted a property maintenance code so we can help prevent buildings from becoming dilapidated. We're starting the process of creating a unified development code in our development services to help streamline our development regulations and ultimately make it clearer for developers who want to do work in our community. We've increased our parks budget, hired a director of parks. Scott Karen has done a phenomenal job in the time he's been here. We've begun a replacement schedule for our playground equipment. We've started a space study for our police and our fire stations to bring those aging and crowded facilities into the modern era, but funding will be needed to make these improvements a reality. The Longview Metropolitan Planning Organization is gathering community input for their walk and bike plan to improve the ability for pedestrians and cyclists to travel throughout this area. The plan will need funding to implement, but this planning effort is a necessary step to allow us to add the sidewalks and bike lanes to the citizens of Longview have said they desperately want. And TxDOT will play a big role in that funding possibility. And fortunately, we have a big advocate in Austin, our Governor Greg Abbott. We've had some great meetings with him, and he's very amenable to helping East Texas and Longview. We have Jay Dean here, our representative, who's also an advocate for us. We have Brian Hughes here. We're fortunate that our representatives and our senators that represent us are engaged in the Longview community, because we're going to look to them for guidance, and our governor as well. And I think from that correlation and collaboration of efforts, we'll see a lot of things come to Longview and the East Texas area that we desperately deserve, because we've been second fiddle for the last 10 or 12 years, and it's time for us to be in that #1 spot. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty impressed. And the reason I'm impressed is that I learned so many things from researching each one of you all. Your input in the community is invaluable. I didn't know this when I began preparing this presentation, but I'm so glad that I did this, because now I have a better understanding of what Longview is really doing and where we're coming from and who's driving this economic engine. I'm hopeful that you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little bit. It's nice to know what our businesses are doing and how they're impacting our community. You're all appreciated for what you're doing and for the great things that you're accomplishing, and I thank you for it. As the mayor, you all make our job as city employees so much easier, and I appreciate that commitment to be here, to listen to me for this time period and not make fun of me. I really appreciate that as well. So keep up the good work. I look forward to seeing you again next year, and thank you for your time today.